halfway through the quarterfinals. What went on yesterday? Well, Mark Williams, for whatever reason, wasn't able to compete with Mark Selby. I wasn't on that match, so I don't really know the details, but I was on the other table commentating on Judd Trump and Sean Murphy, and whenever I looked around the corner, it was always Mark Selby at the table, so I think he pretty much dominated that session. I believe he's 10-2 up at the moment, so could finish that match a session early. Neil Robertson, surprising performance really, considering how well he's played. Similar pattern to the last 2-3 years actually. He's been looked the man to beat in the first couple of rounds, and then just fallen short in the quarterfinal. Very strange performance really from Neil, I think. I know Kyron can be an awkward player to play against because of his cue ball can be, errant, shall we say. So when he does miss, the balls tend to be in awkward positions. So there was a lot of frames went over sort of 30 minutes, 35 minutes, which doesn't suit Neil at all. He's fine when he got in, scoring centuries all over the place, but the scrappy frames reminded me actually of my match with Ken Doherty when I made 7 centuries in the final, and all the scrappy frames I lost. It was kind of almost in that vein. But yeah, I'm sure Neil will be disappointed. He'd have fancied his chances. He was fresh, hasn't played a lot of snooker this year. So yeah, that was a surprise result for me. But you can't take it away from Kyron. He's starting to look like a real pedigree performer at this venue. The long frame matches seem to suit him. So yeah, Kyron Wilson into the semi-final. Who will he meet? Well, 4-4. Sean Murphy, Judd Trump. They've got the it can be unfortunate or fortunate. They've got this afternoon and tonight, so no break in between sessions. Fine if you're in front, you want to get the match over and done with. Not so good if you're behind, because you've not got much time to think about what you can change or anything in the final session. So big session, moving day for them. Second session of a 3-session match. Judd obviously would like to do what he did against David Gilbert, create an 11-5 lead after the second session and cruise to victory. So going by the first session, that's anyone's match. Judd is obviously still favourite, and in my view still favourite for the tournament, but that match is far from over. The other half, if we take for granted Selby's going to beat Williams, it's 10-2 up, I think we can. The other match is a really high standard, McGill and Bingham. I have to be honest and say I don't know the score. That's a bit bad really, isn't it? But I know it's been a very high standard against another one that I haven't seen any of. But the people that I've been talking to, I was chatting with Mark Allen and Ronnie last night in the hotel, and Ronnie said it was a really good match. McGill is similar to Wilson. I think for years to come he's going to be strong. He's a strong crucible player. But I don't see any of those beating Mark Selby in the semi-final. I think Selby's in the final and probably Trump, but you can't discount Murphy or Wilson. But I'm in the studio today with Jack Lazowski. That should be fun. Make me feel old. We'll be sitting there live on air at 1 p.m. with Hazel. So that'll be fun, watching Judd Trump and Sean Murphy. So yeah, join us on BBC Live, 1 p.m. the finish of the quarterfinals. See you guys.